Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for your patience with me.
Oh, hi, Jeanette.
Hey.
Especially you. Oh my gosh, another one of my girls, Carrie. I just got her message. She's like, "Is there a new link?" And I'm like, "Come on, Christine, you have one job."
Well, I kind of didn't tell you that I was coming, and then I was like, "Hey, why don't I have the link? Why didn't she read my mind and know that I was coming?" So
Same thing with me. I was like, oh shit, I need to message her for the link.
exactly.
I know. The thing is, like, I need to be better about that and more on top of my SHIT. Just kidding. I'm gonna say shit. I love saying bad words. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Hi, Biddy. Happy Monday. I'm so excited. Oh, I love the summer, but I love October, obviously. You read my email. Duh. Yeah, that's all. Hi, Alicia.
Every time you say her name, I always think it's Alicia Weeby.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I always look for her.
I miss Alicia. She popped in on one class. Yeah. She's working from home. It was just her birthday a couple of days ago, and I've been inviting her, but it's just, it depends on the day.
Yeah.
But I really want her to be consistent because I know she's been working out, but everybody needs yoga, no matter what kind of workouts they're doing. Yeah, that should be a cute little promo video. We all need yoga.
I could tell just from having all my friends there on Saturday that don't practice, and just from being consistent from March, like what my body was capable of doing versus theirs was really like interesting to see. And it made me feel like, okay, like I have been doing things, like it hasn't not been for nothing.
Oh, for sure. I'm glad that you recognize that, though. I'm so glad.
I had the realization the other day too, like my body just feels like easier to move, like doing simple things like bending down, tying your shoes, like, I don't know, just doing things like you just feel stronger or lighter or whatever.
Mm-hmm. They were saying that all the down dogs was hurting their biceps or their shoulders up here, whatever this is. And that used to be like, I would always get, and I'm like, now it doesn't affect me at all. So I could tell from a beginner to somebody who's been with you.
I feel like that's like a next level, like status up type thing.
Level up in October.
Yeah.
Leveling up in October, absolutely. Hi, Amanda. Welcome.
Oh, Amanda.
Hi. Yes. So I'm putting my sister's name here.
Tell me her name so I can hear it.
Angela.
Angela. Hi, Angela. Welcome to the
I'm so excited
quaranLEAN
to join you. I've been following you on Instagram.
Oh my gosh, this makes my heart so happy.
All the way in Texas.
I was just gonna say, welcome from Texas. I know that you are visiting, and I love your sister, so automatically I love you too. But yeah, we're gonna have a really good class today. Hold on, I want to take a picture because I'm so excited. It's October. Oh, Rebecca's here too.
Oh, yeah.
I can see.
I'm excited.
You can hear me. We're gonna take a quick photo so that we're not sweaty at the end of it like we normally are. All right, here we go. Small, big. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Perfect. Oh my gosh, Rebecca's dog. I can't even. All right. So before we get started, it is 12:01. I promise I'll keep this quick. So excited to start a new round of quaranLEAN. I'm excited that all of you signed up for the month unlimited. Obviously, you read the email that I sent out. There's a lot of fun things planned for October. I'll keep you posted on all the other details later. I'll have another announcement at the end of class. But we're going to start in child's pose. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody now. Hi, Kyle. Love you. So muting everyone now. So whether you're one of my oldies and you've been doing this with me since the very beginning, or whether you're one of my newbies like Ange, Listen to your body, take breaks whenever you need. This is your time on your mat. So even if I tell you to go into a pose, you don't have to do it. You always have a choice, just like everything else in life, right? So it's up to you whether or not you want to do the movements today. Just by rolling out your mat, you're instantly going to have a better day. So just take some time now to celebrate the fact that you're here. Take some time to celebrate the fact that you have time to work on your body in this way, because when you make time for yourself like this, when you make time for your mindful breathing and your mindful movements, your day is instantly going to be that much better. And now wherever you are with your breath, let out a deep exhale. So sigh it out. Let go of anything you're not going to need for the next hour. Just kidding, 45 minutes. And then take a deep breath in, fill up your lungs. Allow your chest to rise, your lungs to expand. And then open up your mouth, let go of anything that you won't need. Feel your chest drop closer to the ground. And then start to rock your head from side to side. Make these movements slow so that you can open up both sides of your neck. And as you rock your head from side to side, start to dip your shoulders down closer to the mat as a way to open up your chest and your shoulders. In your child's pose, you want your knees as far apart as you can so you can start to open up your inner thighs and your hips. And your inhales are meant for you to lengthen your spine. Your exhales are always a way for you to release. So keep that in mind, and I'll also remind you of that as we go from posture to posture. On your next inhale, just start to walk your arms over to the right side of your mat. So as your fingertips reach to the right, you're going to drop your left hip down to your left heel. This is opening up the left side of your body. Keep your forehead resting on your mat. Visualize your chest dropping closer to the ground. And then release. Walk your hands back to the center. Once they're there, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your arms all the way to the left. So now you're opening up the right side of your body. Your forehead is still planted into the mat. And you are trying to drive your right side hip down to your right heel. Feel the area along your rib cage open. Your right shoulder is also opening up. And then release. Walk your hands back to the center. And then start to push into your tabletop. So stack your shoulders over your wrists and keep your hips over your knees. We'll do a couple of rounds of cat-cow, starting with your cat pose. So round your back, bring your chin into your chest. Press your knees and your hands into the floor. Tuck your tailbone under. And on your inhale, drop your belly to go into your cow pose. Look up. Lift your chin, allow your chest to open, and then visualize your belly button dropping closer to the mat. Exhale, cat pose around your back, suck your stomach in. Bring your chin closer to your chest and then dig your knees and the tops of your feet into the floor. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, look up a little bit higher. Allow your chest to open up even more, ground your hands into the mat. Exhale, cat pose around your back. Make this your deepest stretch yet. Feel the length of your spine open up more and more. And then now you get 2 rounds on your own. So you get to pick a pace that feels good for you. You can go as slow or as fast as you want. Make sure that you are moving with your breath as always. And being intentional about the way that you move. When you're done with your 2 rounds, meet me in your neutral tabletop so that your spine is long. You're extending through the crown of your head. All right, from here, we're gonna go into melted heart, also known as puppy pose. So your hips are gonna stay stacked over your knees. You're just gonna start to walk your hands towards the top of your mat. So you're dropping your chest closer to the floor. Your arms are straight. Your fingertips are reaching to the top of your mat more and more. Feel the stretch in your triceps, your chest, a little bit in your shoulders. Good, everyone. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your chest closer to the mat. Dario, bring your hips forward like 3 inches. Perfect. Visualize your chest dropping closer to the mat. Let's do one more round of breath. Inhale. As you exhale, walk your fingertips a little bit more forward. Feel the front of your body open up even more. And then release. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. From here, keep your left hand on the ground. Extend your right hand up. Draw circles with your right fingertips. This is our last warm-up pose. As you exhale, bring your right arm underneath your body. Your right palm is going to face up. You're reaching it towards the left side of your mat. Rest your right shoulder blade on the floor. Good. Now face your left fingertips in. So fingertips are facing your eyeballs. Press your left hand into the ground. Roll the weight to the outside edge of your right shoulder. Look up. Put more pressure on your mat with your right shoulder. Maybe look up towards the ceiling. And definitely put more pressure on your mat with your knees to deepen the stretch. Release. Face your left fingertips forward and then reach your right hand back up just as a counter stretch. Release by bringing your right hand back down. Inhale, extend your left hand up. Draw those circles again. And then as you exhale, thread your left arm through. Bring your left fingertips away from your midline. Roll the weight to the outside edge of your left shoulder. Face your right fingertips inward and press your right hand into the mat. With every exhale, deepen the stretch. As you dig your knees into the ground, use that as your leverage to feel the back side of your body open up more and more. Your eyes are up towards the ceiling. Now stay for one more round of breath. And then release. Face your right fingertips forward. Inhale, extend your left hand up, counter twist, and then release. Bring your left hand down. We're going into our first downward dog now. So tuck your toes under as you exhale, lift your hips, bring your heels down and inch your chest closer to your thighs. Walk the dog by bending one knee at a time. Sway your hips from side to side. Definitely drop your head down to frame your ears with your biceps. The goal in your downward dog is to feel the stretch in your hamstrings, but don't stress out if your heels aren't touching the ground. As long as you're feeling the back of your legs open, you're doing it right. Now start to look forward, bend your knees, and then slowly walk to the top of your mat. Bring your feet all the way together here. Once you're there, come up into your halfway lift. Your eyes are forward. Roll the weight to your toes. Keep your core engaged. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips. Come all the way down. Grab your calf muscles with your hands. Press your forearms into the backs of your legs. Drop your head all the way down. And then as you roll the weight to your toes, engage your quads so that your kneecaps lift to feel the backs of your legs open up more and more. Release by bringing your hands back in front of your feet and then bend your knees, slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Keep your arms heavy so that you can feel your upper back open. And as you come up to standing, stack your shoulders over your hips. Nice job. On your next inhale, take your arms up and overhead. Press your palms into each other. And as you exhale, swan dive. Sweep your arms out, open up your chest, hinge at your hips, come all the way down. Come up into your halfway lift. Eyes forward, your back is flat. Exhale, hinge at your hips, come all the way down. Place your hands on the mat, step back into your plank. All right, we're gonna hold this just for 10 seconds. So once you get into your plank, your shoulders are over your wrists. Spread your fingers, drive your heels back. You've got it, Kyle. Rebecca, bring your hips up just a little bit more. Good, Jeanette. This is a really long 10 seconds. Okay, we're done. Shift your shoulders past your wrists. Bend your elbows back to chaturanga. You can always drop down to your knees. Go into your backward bend. Open up your chest. Relax your shoulders. Nice, Amanda. Downward dog. Roll over your toes. You've got it, Angela. Bring your hips up. Ground your heels. Open up your chest and your hamstrings. Look forward. Bend your knees. Walk, step, or if you're ready, you can jump to the top of your mat. Bring your feet in all the way together. Come up into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, and then reverse swan dive. Sweep your arms all the way up. Open your chest. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Swan dive your way down. Keep your core tight. Excellent. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Place your hands down. Step back into your plank. Another 10 seconds here. So I'm helping you generate more heat in your body. You're welcome. Engage your quads. Suck your stomach in. Round your upper back. 3 more seconds. Shift forward. Bring your shoulders past your wrists. Bend your elbows back. Keep your elbows in tight. And then take your backward bend. Open up your chest. Excellent, everyone. Nice, Alicia. Downward dog. Use your core to bring your hips up. Your exhale to bring your heels down. Final round of sun salutations. Look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, jump to the top if you're ready. Come up into your halfway lift, eyes are forward. Exhale, hinge at your hips, come all the way down. And then reverse swan dive, sweep up, touch the ceiling. Maybe this time, take a backward bend, bring your hips forward, your arms back. There you go, gorgeous Dario. Exhale, swan dive, come all the way down. Open up the front of your body. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, place your hands down, go back into your plank. This is gonna be a 20-second hold. I'm gonna have you do a lot of planks today so we can level up our core strength. We're now at the halfway point. Try to squeeze your glutes, tuck your tailbone, everyone, you've got it. Lift your head just a little bit, Angela, so your neck is in line with your spine, you've got it. Round your upper back. All right, let's do it, chaturanga. Shift your shoulders forward, bend your elbows back. Open up your chest. Whoop, we're doing it. Excellent work. Downward dog, bring your hips up, bring your heels down. And then from here, we're gonna do some downward dog marches just to open up the backs of our legs a little bit more. So your downward dog, standard, right? Your hips are up, you wanna bring your heels down. One leg at a time, you're gonna lift one leg up. So bring your right leg up first. Keep your toes pointed, your shoulders and your hips square to the floor. As you inhale, bring your right foot back down and then go to the left side. Inhale, lift up your left leg. Drop it back down. We're gonna go right to left for 3 more reps on each side. With every round, try to bring your heel up a little bit higher to deepen the stretch, but make sure that you are keeping your hips and shoulders square to the ground and your core muscles activated. So belly is into your spine, your chest is closer to your thighs, and you're going for the length with both of your legs each time you bring them up. Good job. When you're done with your 3, let me know by hanging out in your downward dog. Nice control, everyone. Slower is better, as always. When you're done, again, go back into your downward dog. Keep your hips elevated. Nice control, Rebecca. Good. All right, from here, look forward, bend your knees, and then step your feet to the outsides of your hands. Your first wide leg squat. Sit your hips low. Dig your elbows into your knees. Open up your chest. Yes, Lisa. Now lean way back. Good. Allow your hips to drop. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Try to bring your heart forward by squeezing your shoulder blades together. I like it, Angela. You've got it. Eyes are forward. Your shoulders are relaxed. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your hips down a little bit more. Nice, Jeanette. Release. Bring your hands down. Straighten out your legs. Face your toes forward. Hinge at your hips. Grab your opposite elbows. And then sway from side to side. Roll the weight to your toes. And if you have it in you, engage your quads so that the backs of your legs open up more and more. Drop your head. Let it hang. And then release. Bring your hands down to the floor underneath your shoulders and then step back into your downward dog. Bring your hips up nice and high. We're going into our first flow now. Lift up your right leg, point your toes. As your heel lifts, try to drop your left heel closer to the mat. Awesome. Bring your right knee to your right elbow and then hold it. Inhale as you extend your right leg all the way back. Point your toes, lift and squeeze. Then bring your right knee to your left elbow. Hold it. Whew. Inhale, lift your right leg up higher. Point your toes, then step it through. Drop your left knee down to the mat, your low lunge. Sweep your arms up, dig your left knee into the ground, stack your wrists over your shoulders, and then you're facing forward so that you can keep your neck in line with your spine. On your next inhale, start to drop your head back. So you're doing here, left leg open. See if you can put more pressure on your mat with your left knee, and then with every exhale, guide your thumbs to the back of your mat. So taking a little bit of a backward bend. Feel your chest open. Dig your right heel into the mat. Stay for 1 more round of breath. Release, bring your hands down, tuck your left toes, and then lift your knee off of the ground. Turn to face the left side of your mat to go into your side lunge. You're gonna rest your hip on your right heel. Your left leg will be straight. Awesome job. So your right knee is bent, good. You're gonna bring your hands in between your legs, keep your arms straight. This is a great way for you to start working on your balance. So if you feel like you've got a stable foundation, you can start to bring your left hand up and then the right. Dig your left heel into the mat, start to bring your left toes toward your face, good. One more round of breath. Release, bring your hands down to the floor and then straighten both of your legs. You're now in a wide leg forward fold, so hinge at your hips. Your feet are about 4 feet, maybe even 5 feet apart. Roll the weight to your toes and then imagine your forehead is gonna touch the ground. You want your hips to be in line with your ankles. So again, as you roll the weight to your toes, activate your hamstrings by lifting your kneecaps, engage your quads just a little bit more. With your hands on the mat, under your shoulders, start to bend your elbows back to deepen the stretch, and then stay for one more round of breath. Release by bending your left knee, rest your hip on your left heel. So we're stretching the other side, right leg, good. Bring your hands in between your legs like you did on the other side. You can always keep your fingertips planted. This is mostly about opening up your inner right thigh, your right hamstring. And then if you did it on the other side, test your balance by bringing your hands up. You did it. Release. If you went into the balance, bring your hands down. Straighten out both of your legs, hinge at your hips. And then release by bending both of your knees slightly. Turn to face the top of your mat. You're now in your crescent lunge. Sweep your arms up. Keep your left knee lifted. Reach your fingertips high. Bend your right knee a lot. Good, Kyle. Bend your knee a little bit more. Good. So you want your right thigh to be parallel to the floor. Bend it a little bit more, carry. Then bring your right knee away from your midline. One more round of breath. Exhale, twist to the right. Right fingertips go back. Your left fingertips go forward. Relax the tops of your shoulders, but actively keep your biceps engaged. Start to turn your head so that you can look toward your right thumb. Release into your low lunge with a twist. Drop your left hand down, extend your right fingertips up, and then drive your left heel back. Feel your legs strengthen, and as you inch your right fingertips away from your midline, feel your chest open up to the ceiling. Release, bring your right hand down, and then sweep your right leg all the way up. Flow. You can keep your leg lifted as you do this or drop it down. Shift your shoulders past your wrists, then bend your elbows back. Open your chest. Downward dog. Nice controlled movements, everyone. Ground your heels, bring your chest closer to your thighs. You want your eyes right in between your big toes or maybe at your ankles. And then always, always keep your neck long. Left side, inhale, lift up your left leg, point your toes. On your exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow, hold it. Inhale, straighten out your leg, bring your heel up a little bit higher. Then bring your left knee to your right elbow, hold it. Inhale, bring your leg up higher if you can. Hips and shoulders are square to the ground. Then step your left foot in between your hands. Drop your right knee down to the ground, low lunge. Sweep your arms up. Take your time here, stacking your shoulders over your hips. Dig your right knee into the ground. Then start to look up. So just by doing this, you're feeling the stretch in your throat for sure. Your chest is opening. But if you want more, you can start to guide your thumbs back. By digging your right knee into the floor, you're feeling your right side hip flexors open. By taking your fingertips back, you're opening up the entire front of your body. One more round of breath. Release, bring your hands down. Lift your right knee off of the ground by tucking your right toes, then turn to face the right side of your mat. You've got your side lunge again. So this time you're stretching the back of your right leg. Bring your right toes back just a little bit more. Your hands are in between your legs, but since this is our second time going into this shape, try your hardest to go into a balance. So what helps me is just looking at one thing on the floor that doesn't move. Try and avoid any extra movement with your eyes so that you are stable everywhere else in your body. Release, drop your hands down. Good job. Straighten out both of your legs, hinge at your hips, wide leg forward fold. Again, you're rolling the weight to your toes. Drop your head down. This time, interlock all 10 fingers at your tailbone. So clasp your hands together
And then with every exhale, try to bring your thumbs farther away from your spine. So you're opening up your hamstrings and you're also opening up your chest and your shoulders. Feel the weight shift to your toes. Even better if you can squeeze your palms together. That looks really good, Jeanette. Now try to bring your chest closer to your thighs if you can. Yes. And that goes for everybody. Stay for one more round of breath. Exhale, sigh it out. And then release by dropping your hands down. Bend your right knee, rest your hip on your right heel. Straighten out your left leg. Side lunge on this side. So once you find your stable base, dig your left heel into the ground and then test your balance by bringing your hands up to heart center. Do your best, to extend through the crown of your head. Bring your left toes back even more. And when you fall, it's all good. You're growing from it, right? And you're challenging yourselves here. Beautiful, Amanda. Release, bring your hands down and then bring both legs out to straight. You're in your wide leg forward fold again, just for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, bend both of your knees, turn to face the top of your mat, and then go into your low lunge with a twist. Extend your left hand up. Bring your left knee into your midline. Start to peel your left hand back to open up your chest. Bring your right heel towards the back of your mat so that your hamstrings open up on the right side. Look up, drop your head back, and then release. Bring your left hand down, sweep your left leg up, three-legged dog, and then flow. Maybe this time you keep your leg lifted. Definitely shift your shoulders past your wrists. Bend your elbows back, open your chest, and then exhale, go into your downward dog. From here, you're gonna walk your hands to the back of your mat. You're in a wide leg forward fold, but now bend both of your knees, grab opposite elbows, and then straighten both of your legs. Engage your quads a little bit more. Feel your hamstrings open up as you drive your elbows closer to the mat. Keep a little bit of a gap between your chin and your chest so that you can maintain that slow and steady breathing. You've got one more round of breath. Then release, drop your hands down, slowly roll up, stacking your vertebrae over each other, bringing your shoulders over your hips. Awesome job. On your inhale, take your arms up. We're gonna go into a couple of balancing postures. Extend your fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then as you inhale, your right foot will step forward. Lift your left toes. Hinge at your hips, sweep your arms back. You're going into your warrior three. So if you're feeling a little wobbly today, drop your hands down to the floor. Keep your wrists underneath your shoulders. Yes, to my sisters over there, looking great. Extend your left toes back. Keep your core tight. And then release. Step your feet back to the back of your mat. Bring your arms up. Ground your feet. Reach your fingertips a little bit higher. Left side. Inhale. Step your left foot forward. Lift your right toes. Same thing. Sweep your arms back. Hinge at your hips. You want to look forward about 4 inches in front, 4 feet in front of you. Lift your right leg up a little bit higher, Rebecca. Good. Extend your fingertips back. Drop your chest, Alicia. Release. Come back to the back of your mat. Nice, Kyle. Bring your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Hinge at your hips. Whew. Drop your head down. Shake it out. Bend one knee at a time. Let it go. And then from here, walk back into your downward dog. Notice the difference between this downward dog and the first one you did. You're so much more open now, and it's going to be even better after this second flow. Inhale, lift up your right leg. Point your toes. Keep your hips square to the ground. Drop your left heel closer to your mat. Now, as you exhale, bring your right knee into your chest. Hold it, and then step it through. Go right into your crescent. Take your arms up. Bend your right knee a lot. Keep your hips low. Extend your fingertips up a little bit higher. Now, keep your hips where you are. You've got it, Angela. Open up to the left side of your mat, warrior two. Try to bring your hips fall away from each other. Squeeze your shoulder blades in. Good. Nice, Jeanette. Bend your right knee a lot. And now everyone swing your right arm underneath your left. Eagle arms. Yes. So you're going to open up your shoulders. Switch the grip, Rebecca. So bring your right elbow underneath your left. Yes. Lift your elbows up a little bit higher. Everyone bend your right knee a lot. From here, lift your right heel off of the mat. Bring your hips down a little bit lower. Yes, your right heel, Carrie. Inhale, drop your right heel. Exhale, bring your right heel up a little bit more. Sit your hips low. Bend your knee a little bit more, Lisa. Good. Inhale, drop your heel. One more. Exhale, bring your right heel up. Sit lower. Now bring your right knee away from your midline. Let it go. Drop your right heel. Bring your arms all the way back up. Straighten out your right leg. And then drop your arms down so that they're parallel to the floor. Triangle. Reach your right fingertips to the top of your mat. Keep reaching, and then drop your right hand down, extend your left hand up. You want your fingertips to be far away from each other. Good, Kyle, look up. Turn and twist your spine, dig both of your heels into the ground. Now imagine you can bring your heels in towards each other. It's gonna activate your inner thigh muscles. Look up towards the ceiling, engage your core. If you need a little bit more, you can bring your right arm up to parallel to the floor, palm up. If you want more than that, frame your left ear with your left bicep. Pretend you're hanging on to a beach ball with both of your hands. One more round of breath. Release, bring your arms up and overhead. Turn your right toes to face the left side of your mat. Hinge at your hips, swan dive your way down. Pretend the crown of your head is gonna touch the floor. Start to bring your big toes in so that you can bring your heels out. And now bring your right hand to your left ankle. Extend your left hand up to the ceiling. So you're going into a wide leg stretch and a shoulder opener at the same time. If you need more, start to bend your right elbow. Imagine it's gonna touch the ground. Start to look up toward your left fingertips. Keep your wrist in line with your left shoulder. Send your breath to your right side body. And then release, switch sides. Bring your left hand to your right ankle, your right calf muscle, whatever you can reach for. And then extend your right hand up towards the ceiling. And then take it little by little, bending your left elbow more, guiding it closer to the mat. And at the same time, reach your right fingertips up more and more. Find that deep twist. Release. Drop your hands down right underneath your shoulders, bend both of your knees, pivot to face the top. Keep your right knee bent. Good. Go back into your crescent. We're almost done with this flow. Sink your hips closer to the ground. Drive your left heel back and then twist to the right. Right hand goes back, left hand goes forward. Relax the tops of your shoulders. And then release by going into your low lunge with a twist. Left hand drops, reach your right hand up. Bring your right hand away from your midline. So lots of twists today, undoing the damage of our weekend, creating more space so that we can feel really good once the session is over. Release, bring your right hand down. Bring your right leg all the way up, three-legged dog, and then try to hold your leg up as you flow. So shift your shoulders forward, bend your elbows back. Open up your chest. Whew, longest flow. Bring your hips up, bring your heels down. Downward dog. Take a moment here, bend one knee at a time. Once we're done with the left side, you'll get a child's pose / water break. As you inhale, lift up your left leg, point your toes, go for the extension so that you can lengthen the backs of both of your legs. So bring your right heel closer to the mat. As you exhale, step your left foot through, crescent lunge, sweep your arms up, open up the front of your body, bend your left knee just a little bit more. Excellent job, Rebecca. Bend your knee just a little bit more and then tuck your tailbone under. So instead of duck butt, tuck it. Yeah, there, exactly. Reach your arms up, then open up, warrior two, sit super low. Try to bring your left knee away from your midline, squeeze your shoulder blades together to open up your chest. And then eagle arms. Swing your left arm underneath your right this time. Excellent. If your shoulders are tight, grab opposite shoulders instead. All right, looking good, everyone. Lift your elbows up. You know what's coming next. As you exhale, lift up your left heel, dig your toes into the mat, bend your knee. Good. Inhale, drop your heel. Exhale, lift your heel even more, sit your hips lower. And then inhale, drop your heel. One more. Exhale, lift your heel, sit even lower, bring your knee away from your midline. And then release. Drop your heel. Reach your arms back out for warrior two. Then straighten out your left leg. This feels good. Reach your left fingertips far, far, far away from your midline. Then drop your left hand. Reach your right arm up. Triangle pose. So make sure though that you're not dumping any weight on your shin or on the ground if that's where your hand is. That looks good, Jeanette. This is where you really got to reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Stack your shoulders over each other, dig both of your heels into the ground. Try to squeeze your inner thighs in, reach up just a little bit more. Release by bringing your left hand to parallel to the ground. Reach your right arm up and over, frame your right ear with your bicep. Feel that long line of energy down the right side of your body. Release by bringing your arms up, turn your left toes to face the right side of your mat, and then swan dive, come all the way down. All right, so from here, do the same thing, interlock all 10 fingers behind your back, so at your tailbone, getting into our upper back here. This is gonna help you with those posture probs that you were talking about, Rebecca. Try to lengthen your spine more by looking at the ground and imagining your forehead is gonna touch it. Squeeze your palms together, everyone, and bring your thumbs farther away from your spine, your tailbone, to deepen the stretch in the front side of your body. One more round of breath. Allow your exhale to take it a little bit deeper. And then release, drop your hands down to the ground. Bend both of your knees, pivot to face the top of your mat. Go back into your crescent, sweep your arms up. Lengthen your spine, bend your knee even more, drive your right heel back. Release, bring your right hand down, low lunge with a twist. Extend your left hand up high first, and then bring your left hand away from your midline. Bring your knee into your chest to open up your left side hip. Excellent, Dario, eyes are up. Open up the front of your body to the sky. There you go, Lisa. And then release, bring your left hand down. On your inhale, sweep your left leg up. Three-legged dog, keep it lifted as you flow. Shift your shoulders forward, bend your elbows back. Open up your heart. Gorgeous. Go right into your child's pose. Take your knees apart. Sink your hips back to your heels, and please, please treat yourself to a little bit of water if you need. If you are properly hydrated before you show up, you don't need the water breaks, but it is always hot outside, right? So listen to your body. Take those breaks whenever you need them. We're down to our last 10 minutes of the sesh, so we're gonna wind things down after this final flow. That's gonna help us open up our hips a little bit more. All right, push into your downward dogs. Lift your hips up, ground your heels. And as you inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Go to the top of your mat for your malasana, your wide leg squat. So you can either step your feet up or jump to the top of your mat with your feet right outside your hands. Good. You want your toes out, your heels in. Alicia, so good. Press your elbows into your knees and then imagine your chest opening up to the top of your mat. Excellent focus. Are you breathing, Kyle? Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, sink your hips down a little bit more. Relax the tops of your shoulders. You can stay here if you want to go for a deeper twist. Bring your right hand down, extend your left hand up. Reach your fingertips high as your hips drop. Open up the left side of your body. There you go, Rebecca. Switch sides. Drop your left hand down. Reach your right hand up. Go into a deeper twist as your right fingertips go way back behind you. Eyes are up to deepen the stretch. And then release, bring your right hand down. Start to straighten out both of your legs as your toes face forward. Hinge at your hips. Bend both of your knees slightly, then slowly roll up one vertebra at a time, coming up into standing. As your shoulders stack over your hips, toe heel your feet all the way together. You got it. Open up your chest by squeezing your shoulders in, and then just relax with your arms down both sides of your body, your palms facing forward. So it seems like we're just standing here, but this is actually a pose. It's called mountain. You are relaxing, you're grounding, you're connecting to your breath. It's up to you to engage the muscles that you want to work. So hopefully you're grounding your feet. Hopefully you're squeezing your thighs. Bring your feet together, Jeanette. Big toes should touch. Good. Now take your arm, stack your wrists over your shoulders, start to lift your right knee up so that it is in line with your hip. And then you want to flex your right toes up. This is a little bit of a balancing posture. Yep. Take some time here to ground your left big toe into the mat. activate your core by pulling your belly into your spine. Excellent, everyone. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, straighten out your right leg, point your toes. Feel your quads shake. Your foot doesn't have to be super lifted. You've got one more round of breath. Exhale by bending your right knee, and then now grab the top of your right foot with your right hand, keeping your left hand up. Perfect. You want your thumbs facing the back of your mat. Squeeze your knees together. Inhale, and then as you exhale, kick your right leg up and back, standing bow. Point your toes. This is for you, Katie. Keep your chin as close to your left shoulder as you can. Every inhale, you want to reach forward. With every exhale, squeeze your right butt cheek. Awesome job, Kyle. Reach your fingertips towards the top of your mat. Drop your chest and kick even harder. If you fall out, get right back into it. There's only 8 more seconds left. Body down, leg up. Point those toes for 3, 2, 1, release. Whew. Bring your right foot down, both hands down, and then shake it out. I know that your legs are probably on fire right about now. One more side. As you inhale, sweep your arms up. Your palms are facing in. Ground your right foot into the floor. And as you exhale, lift your left knee up. Flex your left toes up. Keep your core tight. So no duck butt. When you tuck your tailbone, you're working your core. Good. Reach your hands up a little bit higher. Now, as you inhale, point your toes, straighten out your left leg. Ground your right big toe into the mat. Stay for one more round of breath. Release by bending your knee. Grab the top of your foot with your left hand. Your thumb is facing back so that you can open up your left shoulder. Reach your right hand up. And then as you exhale, point your toes and kick. So you're opening up your chest. You're twisting your spine. Extend your fingertips to the top of your mat. Drop your chest with every round of breath. You don't have to drop your chest too much. As long as you're feeling your chest open, your spine twist, you're doing it right. Ground your right big toe into the mat. You've got it, Rebecca. Body down, leg up. Gorgeous, Carrie. Bring your toes up a little bit higher. Squeeze and kick for 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring your left foot down. Drop your arms down both sides of your body. Shake it out. Whew. Now as you inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive your way down. Hinge at your hips. Once your hands drop down to the mat, bend both of your knees, rest your hips on your heels, curl into a tiny ball. So you can always keep your hands right under your shoulders for some support by bending your elbows back. Feel your shoulder blades peel apart, or for an even deeper stretch and for a way for you to test your balance, you can grab opposite elbows, give yourself a tight squeeze. There you go, you got it, Amanda. And you're great right where you are, and just drop your head down a little bit more, Dario. Open up the back side of your body. Release by rolling all the way onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Stay in that tiny little ball, but this time you're laying on your back. Rock from side to side to massage your hips, your spine, and maybe even your shoulders. Make sure the back of your neck is connected to the ground. And then stop in the center. Keep your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg out to straight. Flex your left toes so that your toes are facing toward your face. Engage your quads. And now keep that tight grip on your right knee. Pull so that you can bring your knee as close to your shoulder as you can. Press the entire length of your spine into the ground and really use your bicep strength here. Try to squeeze your elbows into your midline. Drive them down to your hips, and then release. Straighten out your right leg, grab behind your hamstring, or you can walk your hands up, but definitely point and flex your toes. The next time your toes are down to your face, keep them there, and then reach for the outside of your right foot with your right hand. So if you have a little bit of tension in your body and you're unable to grab the outside of your foot, you can keep the grip on your right ankle or your right calf instead. What you're going to do here is bring your right heel away from your midline to open up your inner thigh. Keep your foot flexed if you can. Definitely keep your left shoulder and your left hip pressing into the mat so that you have that leverage, that connection to keep you grounded. And do the best you can to keep your right ankle and your right hip in one line. Nice, Lisa. One more round of breath. And then to release, bring your right foot all the way to the left side of your mat. Try to keep your legs straight, but if you need, you can also keep your right knee bent, especially as you go into this twist. And you're now going to grab with your left hand. So the left hand is on the outside of your right foot. I feel like we're playing Twister right now. We technically are. Turn your head to the right. Reach your right fingertips away from your midline. Try to drive your right hip down so that your hips are squared to the ground. Release. Roll all the way onto your back. Straighten out your right leg. And then just take a moment here to take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Left side, bend your left knee as you inhale. Get that tight grip, pull hard. Feel the pinch in your left side hip. And then again, maintain that length in your spine. Keep it connected to the ground. Inhale, straighten out your left leg. Point and flex your toes. The next time your toes are down to your face, keep them there. Walk your hands up. And then from here, grab the outside of your left foot with your left hand or your ankle, your calf, whatever you can. And then start to bring your foot away from your midline. You're getting into your inner left thigh, your hip. The more you keep your foot flexed, the deeper the stretch you're gonna feel. Place your right hand on your hip to keep your right hip planted into the mat, intensifying the stretch for your inner thighs. Release. Start to bring your left foot back up to your midline. Switch the grip so your right hand goes to the outside of your left foot, and then your left foot is going to go to the right side of your mat. This twist is going to help you open up your left side hip. Try to keep your knee, your knee, your ankle, and your hip in one line. Start to turn your head to the left just a little bit more, and like you did on the other side, guide your left side hip down rather than lifting it up, so that you can open up your left hip, your glutes, left side of your body. And then release. Roll onto your back, straighten out both of your legs, and then bring your arms down both sides of your body with your palms up. So your hips are sinking into the ground, so are your shoulders. Your chest is opening, the back of your neck is connected to the ground. You are in your final Savasana, just like that. These sessions go by way too fast. That's why we gotta pack it all in. We get it all done quickly and effectively. And now all that hard work that you have done brought you to this happy and the safe space where you are receiving all the benefits of that hard work. So we go through these mindful movements, the mindful breathing, so that you can grow, so that you can create space in your body, become stronger. And as we talked about before class started, have a deeper appreciation for the strength that we have within us, recognizing what we're capable of doing, and also recognizing that we have more room to grow. And as you lay here, take a moment to sigh out anything that you won't need for the rest of your day, anything that you couldn't sweat out. Just let it roll off your shoulders onto your mat. Allow your next inhale to make its way into your lungs. And sip in just a little bit more air so that you can make it all the way down to the base of your belly. Hold it. And then open up your mouth. Let it go. Sigh it out. Feel your body get heavier onto the ground. Become one with your mat. Become one with the earth below you. And as I mentioned before class started, by being here, by rolling out your mat, you are making this beautiful commitment to yourself to show up, knowing that you have room to grow. And by overcoming the challenges that you did on your mat, you have proven that you have the strength, and it's all inside of you. Never forget it. On your next inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Frame your ears with your biceps. Squeeze your legs together. Point your toes to the top of your mat to stretch the tops of your feet. Take one deep breath in here. And as you exhale, roll onto your right side body. Use your right bicep as a pillow. Bend both of your knees. Stack your hips over each other. Same thing as your shoulders. And then push up into your seated position. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Face the top of your mat. Keep your eyes closed if you can. And once you get settled into your seated crisscross applesauce, rest your hands on your knees with your palms up. And as you inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Bring your palms together to touch. And as you exhale, guide your thumbs right to your heart. Press your thumbs into your chest to feel and acknowledge your heartbeat. And be grateful for that. Be grateful for this time that we had together. And I would love to share with all of you how grateful I am that we get to spend this time together, growing individually and together as a virtual community. From the bottom of my heart to all of yours, the light in me honors and loves the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you. Happy Monday. Whew, we did it. I'm gonna unmute you all now. I think we're past curfew. We are just a couple of minutes. So if you have to get back to work, I totally understand. But thank you for being here. Thank you again for your dedication to your own practice. It inspires me every single time I show up. But yeah, in case you didn't get my newsletter, there's a lot going on in October. Besides quaranLEAN, we're meeting obviously 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon. But just please save the date. I'm gonna have a huge bash on October 25th, which is a Sunday. It's gonna be in the morning through the afternoon. There's gonna be lots of fun surprises that I can't share just yet, but just get ready for yoga, empowerment, healing, and happiness. All my favorite things. Oh, and snacks. What else? Is there anything else? Angela, how are you feeling?
Great. Thank you so much. It was
Of
wonderful.
course. I'm so happy that I get to work with you again on Wednesday. So welcome to the quaranLEAN crew. Kyle, I'm happy you're here, and everyone else, I hope you have a super day. And I will see you soon in a couple of days.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. You're the best. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Kyle.